Welcome to Planning for the Future. I'm Rachel, and in this presentation I'm going to give you some top tips to help you prepare for a video or phone interview. In our presentation, Finding and Getting a Job Interviews, we discussed the different interview formats you may encounter when applying for a job, apprenticeship or college course, including those over the telephone, via Skype or Microsoft Teams. We know that some people feel more anxious about these types of interviews, so this presentation will cover some tips compiled by our friends at My World of Work on how to prepare for video and phone interviews. The first thing to remember is that the principles of preparing for an interview are the same, regardless of the format. So, prepare in advance by developing answers to interview questions. Think about some questions you can ask the panel and make sure you know when the interview is happening so you're not late. While an interview is often a chance for you to meet your potential employer in person and for them to meet you, because of the current social distancing guidance and an increase in home working, this is not always possible. So video and phone interviews are becoming more common. Whether you already have a video or phone interview lined up or are starting your job search and want to be prepared, these tips should help you. First of all, understand the format. It's important to be clear on how the interview will be carried out. Will it be over the phone or using video through something like Skype, Zoom or Microsoft Teams? If you haven't done an interview like this before or haven't used any of the technology, don't panic. You can find step-by-step instructions online. The employer or college might also give you more specific details or instructions to follow. Make sure you familiarise yourself with these beforehand so that you're prepared on the day. If you have any questions about the technology, it's a good idea to get in touch with them beforehand. Practice using the technology. Make sure you test your sound and picture quality. It's important that the interviewer can hear and see you clearly. If it's a video interview, avoid having bright lights or windows in the background. This can make it difficult for the interviewer to see you. Always try and have the source of light in front of you. It's a good idea to record yourself or test with a friend beforehand to make sure everything is working. If you have a headset or headphones, try using these to see if they make a difference to your sound quality. There are a few simple things you can do when setting up. Make sure you're in a quiet place and there is no noise in the background. Make sure you have a tidy background, and you should also consider blurring the background if this is an option on the software you're using. Switch off your email and social media notifications and put your phone on silent. You don't want any messages popping up during the interview. Close any tabs you have open on your computer. You don't want to be distracted or for the interview panel to see these if you share your screen. Research and prepare for interview questions. It's important to remember that you'll need to prepare in the same way as you would with a face-to-face interview. Research the company or college course and think about examples that showcase your transferable skills and any relevant experience. Be familiar with your CV or application form and think about any talking points and questions you want to ask. You can find more advice on preparing for interviews in the interview section of the Planning for the Future programme and in the activities at the end of this presentation. So on the day of the interview, make sure your laptop, phone or tablet is fully charged and you've signed in to any software required. Have it all set up ready to go before your interview so that you can relax knowing that there will be no last-minute technical problems. Dress like you would for a face-to-face interview. Be smart and wear something that you feel confident in. Make sure you're sitting somewhere where you won't have any distractions or interruptions. Have a pen and paper handy to take notes. Think about eye contact and look directly at the camera. The more prepared you are, the more relaxed you'll feel, and this confidence will come over in your voice. While it's okay to have some notes to refer to, don't rely on reading from them. The interviewer will know from your voice and the lack of eye contact. There can sometimes be a short delay with technology, so wait a moment to make sure the interviewer has finished what they're saying before you respond so that you don't interrupt them. And if you do have technical problems on the day, apologise and tell the interviewer. They may be able to help or rearrange your interview to allow some of the problems to be sorted out. We hope these tips make you feel more prepared for your phone or video interview. If you need some more help to prepare, you may find these activities useful. You will find all the details of these in the interview section of the Planning for the Future programme on the DYW Orkney website. You can undertake these activities by yourself, but it may be a good idea to show your answers to your guidance teacher or careers advisor, who can give you some feedback. It might also be useful for you to arrange a mock interview with your careers advisor. The more you can practice, the more comfortable and confident you will be in any interview you get invited to. If you'd like some more information on interviews, we have another presentation in the interview section which will give an overview of different interview formats, provide some example interview questions, and give you more information on the STAR technique.